Earlier today I was teaching one of my classes, which is basic spellcasting, and I had the idea to make a video about the different spells, basic spells, that some of you, if you think you might be a magician, might want to try to perform. And if you're not a magician, here's what we do. So the first one I want to show you is my personal favorite, the Destroy spell. So this one, the incantation, the chanting, the word you use is going to be Hadi. So to cast this spell, you put your fingers in like an upside down finger gun, like that, and point it at whatever you want to destroy, and then you would say Hadi, and hopefully whatever you're trying to destroy will be destroyed. This spell might take quite some practice, but it's there for you to attempt. I'm not going to give an example of that one because personally, I don't want to destroy the camera I'm using to film. So, yeah, just you probably shouldn't try that one at home. The next one is quite similar to the Destroy spell. It's the Strike spell. The word you would say is Hawi. I know, sounds really weird. They all sound pretty weird, and you'll have to get used to saying them. To cast the Strike spell, you might want to make some sort of thrusting motion towards whoever or whatever you're trying to strike, so like a fist or an open palm. I'm pretty sure most things will work. That one's not particularly picky about your motions, so you should be fine, but again, probably shouldn't try that one at home, because I'm sure if your brother was, I don't know, reading, and you decided to practice spells on him, I don't think he'd be very happy, and I'm totally not speaking from experience. Now moving on to a less destructive spell. We're going to be doing Hari, which is the quiet spell. That one comes in pretty handy. Performing the quiet spell is really quite simple. Usually you can just say it verbally, Hari, and your target will be silenced. But if you're just beginning and you need a little bit of help, you can use hand motions. Usually something like that will work, Hari, you know. Other than that, there's no other requirements. Another spell is Hinem, the join spell, to join two things together, which there are not very many limits on the things you can join together. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Anyways, to perform the Hinem spell, usually the things you are trying to join need to be close together. Like, sometimes it depends on what they are, if they have to be touching. But it's obviously generally better if they're touching. This one's also a verbal one, you can just say it, and if you've practiced enough or are experienced enough, the things you're trying to join will hopefully join smoothly. Sometimes it's not so smooth. But if you're just starting out, you can again add a hand motion. It usually helps, you know, concentrate your energy into what you want to happen. So like, just put your hands together, I don't know. Yeah. The next beginner spell I'm going to tell you about is the come command. So this one is pronounced Ai. Yeah. Takes a while getting used to saying that, you know, because it looks so much different from its writing. But that's okay. Anyways, I use this one quite often on Doughboy, Kafoo, Carter. The list goes on. Anyways, this one is quite a verbal spell, but you need need to focus on whatever you want to come. It usually helps to think about what they're doing at that time, and then imagine them getting up and walking to you. The next one is Sahad, which is the open spell. For this one, I just told you how to say it. Your hands should be the opposite of the hand motion for quiet, so like that. That usually works. I mean, there are a few different variations you can do depending on which gnome you go to. They teach different things. Anyways, the one I usually teach is that because it's the easiest for the younger kids to learn, the easiest to do. It's really not hard. So yeah, that one, pretty simple. And the last one I'm going to tell you about today is Ta. Ta means bind. For this one, you are going to need, generally twine is used because that comes in magician kits, but rope or string could also work depending on the situation. And here I wrote out the spells with their hieroglyphic markings. Hieroglyphs are hard to draw, so keep that in mind. There's the marking for Hadi, Hawi, Hari, Hinem, Sahad, and Ta. So now you can practice drawing them. Have fun. And there you have it, some of your more beginner spells that you might be able to cast. Keep in mind these spells take practice and you are probably not going to get them on the first try unless you are the eye of a god/goddess, which I highly doubt any of you are. But nonetheless, there you have them. And that is all you're getting from me for this week's video, but make sure you stay tuned to watch my friends talk about their lives. I promise it's a lot more interesting than I make it sound. So make sure you subscribe so that you can see that as soon as it happens, and leave a comment, suggestions, give all of our videos a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Try not to die.